So this video is all about trying to convince you to actually start your own YouTube channel if you're a freelancer, consultant, or B2B SaaS company, because some amazing SaaS companies are utilizing YouTube and freelancers and consultants to actually sell services. And this is exactly what I'm doing. I want to show you how a tiny amount of subscribers, I've only got 899, I nearly got my 1,000 subscribers, which is super cool. And I plan to grow this to something like 5,000-6,000 over the next year. But I want to show you exactly how even a tiny amount of a tiny YouTube channel gets really interesting conversions. I'm going to show you exactly the results I've got, how many clients and what I've sold and all this kind of stuff. So definitely stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button, because I'm going to be definitely showing you this journey and how to do this better, and also other ways I'm using, like for example, the blog I have, b2bhero.co. This video is sponsored by b2bhero.co. Check it out. It's my blog. I'm bringing out loads of articles in the next months and weeks. I'm literally trying to write like 2 or 3 a week. So it's all about LinkedIn ads and demand generation and this kind of stuff. But let's jump into this video. And these are my stats. I've only got 899 subscribers, 4,500 views this month, and so I'm getting roughly 4,500 views, which sounds like actually kind of a lot to me, but actually is very little for YouTube. And it's kind of cool because they're very specific types of views. I'm getting 4,500 views of people looking at me talking about cold email, LinkedIn advertising. And the strategy I have is to turn this people who are searching, viewing my videos into leads. And so basically, if you go over to one of my videos and you go to the description below, I'm always saying, hey, check out the link to this gated content, whatever. So this one is a free LinkedIn ads course you can do. And I'm always telling people, when I ever talk about LinkedIn ads, I've got a masterclass. So I've got a few different gated content pieces. So I've got this masterclass, I've got the, I've got a free LinkedIn ads targeting course. The point is, when you have a YouTube channel, we're trying to get these people who are literally searching, because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google, and these people are high intent. So my strategy number one for this is actually don't worry about just trying to get thousands or 10,000s or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It's better to have a smaller amount, but very specific. So our strategy for consultants or B2B SaaS companies is not to grow your subscribers to like huge amounts. It's more about getting really high quality types of subscribers, and you do that by focusing on search-based videos rather than suggested videos. I mean, it's cool to get suggested as well, don't get me wrong, but the suggested will blow up your channel into loads, you'll get loads of subscribers, but the search ones will be hitting people as they are searching for a solution. So for example, if when I do all these LinkedIn ads videos, people are searching, how do you do lead gen forms? How do you do cold email? They find me, and at that point, I'm like, yeah, this is how you do LinkedIn. I help them as much as I can through the video. I build authority and trust with the individual, and then I point them down to some kind of free resource, a gated content. I have a whole video on gated content, so check out that video. I'll put it in the LinkedIn description below. And then they become a lead. And then when they become a lead, I convert them into a demo. I convert them into a scheduled phone call or a sale of my course, for example. And so that's how you utilize YouTube. And for freelancers, B2B SaaS companies, you're trying to get a demo or a sales call with the prospect. So when you make loads of videos, search-based videos around what it is, the problem you solve, say you're a graphic designer, make them all, and you've got to think about who your target is, who your ICP is. Because if you're a graphic designer, you're not trying to help other graphic designers, you're trying to help, for example, SaaS founders understand websites and what they need out their website. So you basically direct all your search-based videos to founders. So when they're searching, they end up finding your video, and you're pointing them down to some gated content. And then that gated content, once you get the lead, you're following up with them with follow-up emails and asking them for a sales call, that kind of stuff. So that's how the flow works. It works really well. I'm going to show you my results in a minute. So basically, from in December, from the masterclass gated content, I got 19 people signing up, and I got 17 from my free LinkedIn ads course. And out of those, that's 36 or something like that. So this is the this is it. So out of this masterclass, what I would recommend is you create actually a masterclass to push people. So your gated content is check out this awesome masterclass specifically for SaaS founders, and this is how I help you. Remember, this should be targeting the client. I'm not trying to help other LinkedIn ads people become good LinkedIn ads people, unless that's who I'm trying to sell them, because I do sell a course. But what I'm trying to help is founders understand how they can utilize LinkedIn ads, so then I can sell them all my service. So for example, this video would be talking specifically to founders or whoever your ICP is, whoever you sell services to, and helping them understand what you do and how you do it and all this kind of stuff. But it's kind of trying to give value. So it's not trying to upsell, look how amazing I am. It's more about like trying to give them strategy, trying to help them as much as possible. And then your call to action here, mine is check out my course. But actually, if you're trying to get phone calls, just have the call to action under your video on your sales page, just to be book a phone call with me. And basically, when they click that, they'll go to a page like this, and you should have a form here. I'd always have a form page just to weed out the ones who are not your ICP. So you ask them, what's your job role? What's your company? Give me your website. And then you can filter out the ones that are not right for you to the ones that are. And you can have another page saying, sorry, it's not quite right. But once they fill that out and they are part of your ICP, then you send them direct to your calendar page. They book into your calendar, and suddenly you have a thank you page, and you push them, so it's a flow where you don't do anything. Suddenly you just start receiving, it's super cool. Suddenly you just start receiving booked phone calls in your calendar, which are high quality because you've weeded out the crap ones through this Wufoo form or whatever. You have a form which has if they answer a specific question wrong, they go to a dud page which says, sorry, you're not quite right for us right now, but why don't you check out these other videos? Or you have the video, if they did answer correctly, you get them directly to book into your calendar. So it's quite an incredible flow because they're just watching you on YouTube. They click to watch your masterclass. They watch your masterclass. You built up a lot of rapport with them. Sorry about the siren. You built up loads of rapport with them, and suddenly they're now wanting to actually talk to you about the service you provide. They're like, this is too complicated. I can't actually do this myself. I'll just hire you to do it. So they're suddenly booking in. So suddenly you're just getting booked phone calls in your calendar. You just have to show up and do the phone calls. You convert 1 in 5 or more probably because conversion rates from people watching your content is actually much higher than cold because they've watched you. They're coming to you. You're not trying to reach out to them. So it's a really high conversion rate. The phone call goes really easily because you've already explained a lot of the strategy, and then you just convert those, and suddenly you just got a demand gen system for your freelancing business, for your B2B SaaS company, because you could be pushing people to free trials. Or if you're a sales led and you do a demo, then you're convincing people to do demos. And then even if they don't actually book, they watch your masterclass but they don't book, you then follow up a lot with your follow-up email sequence, or even follow-up LinkedIn outbound sequences. And so down the line, they might not be ready to buy right now, but they might be next week or next month. So your follow-up email sequence is now converting them into phone calls as well, because you're pushing them back to, hey, how about do a phone call with me? So it works really well. It's all organic. You don't pay anything in advertising. You can also send ads directly to the same funnel to supercharge this. But with YouTube, it's all search-based. So every month I've got 4,500 people at the moment. I'm going to be building this up to 20 to 30,000 over the next year. And they just come in, they book into my calendar, they buy my courses. It's all organic. I'm on the beach, I'm surfing, I'm totally cool. I don't have to do that. Anything up to that. It's a really passive way of just getting booked phone calls, selling course sales, or whatever, getting free trials or demos or whatever it is. It's great for B2B SaaS companies, freelancers and consultants. So definitely check it out. So out of those 36 leads that I got in December, I actually made £1,400 in course sales. It's incredible, and that was totally passive. And out of such a small amount of subscribers, out of so few views, my funnel's converting people to make me £1,400, £1,400 in course sales. And over the past few months, I've had roughly 4 clients, high-paying clients. Each client for me is worth minimum £6,000. So it's pretty amazing. The reason why I've got so many course sales and not so many phone calls is because my funnel is actually designed to sell courses and not to get phone calls. But it's just as easy. Just change this call to action to, instead of join my course, you should just have here book a phone call. And suddenly all your funnels directed to booking a phone call. And you can even put that call to action under your YouTube. Hey, how about you book a phone call? And they go directly to the scheduling back-end funnel where they can fill out the form. My form is not integrated here. Something's gone wrong. And then they have a calendar page. Once they fill out the form correctly, they get access to your calendar page, and then it's the thank you page. So I'm trying to convince you to start your YouTube journey. And if you want more videos around strategies for consultants and freelancers, B2B SaaS companies, specifically for YouTube, then let me know in the comments below. I'd love to do that. I'd love to know whether or not I should be making more videos around this journey that I'm doing around YouTube.